I think the three words that I would best use are I was super proud of myself and of this accomplishment. And I was excited because now with my results, I could see my future. And I was also a little overwhelmed because uh, you wait 2 years to build up to this point, and then it's like, oh, it's here. And there was just a huge release because it's doing the IB is delayed gratification. So you have to work really hard and cry a little bit sometimes. But then you get this one moment that I wouldn't trade for the world. It will be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge because if it was easy, everyone would be able to do it. And that's just not how the IB works. So if you just believe in yourself and you say to yourself, okay, I can do this. You know what? It's going to be a challenge. I know this, but here is what I can do for myself. Here's what I can control. And within that, you can do that. And you're not alone. I had the support from many teachers, and I went to many, many support sessions. During distance learning, I went to all the support sessions for math. You're not alone. You have the support of teachers, and they will help you. That's easy. I did a concert in my 12th grade year, and I sang a song from Chicago, the musical. And I was so scared to do it, and I had auditioned for this part, and I unfortunately didn't get the part. And so I tried to take a tough situation for me emotionally and turn it into something positive. So then I used the song that I auditioned with for the character that I wanted, and I actually sang it at the concert. And then I found out later that Chicago was actually canceled because of COVID. And I was the only one who got to sing that song. It really was a stepping stone for me for a lot of things in my senior year to just believe in myself. And it was a special moment. I did have to drop some classes at points in my IB Diploma, and I did have some trouble. And one of the things that they encouraged me to do is they saw how well I worked with kids with intensive needs. And so I actually was encouraged for my CAS project to work with kids with intensive needs. And beyond that, I then actually spent more time outside trying to organize things with intensive needs students. Not only that, but I then got the courage to join student council for the well-being. And beyond that, I took my well-being platform and I used it to spread awareness about mental illness and physical illness. And so without the encouragement of my teachers, seeing that I had a good connection with kids with intensive needs, I don't think that all of these passions would have developed, and I would be, considering going into special needs teaching. I did not have a typical learning experience. I had many health issues, and there was a lot of what I needed during those times was just my teachers to help me and to figure out. And I was supposed to repeat. I was supposed to repeat 9th grade and 10th grade. And I ended up working with my teachers because I had a goal of graduating with my class. And they were just like, okay, let's see how we can do this. I really respect your courage and your persistence. Let's see how we can support you. The math is my hardest subject, and the math department did a really good job with having all that content to cover. And they made videos, and they were able to meet outside of the class. And I know that in particular, the math department was really helpful for me, because that was a lot of a struggle, was turning on and saying, okay, how am I supposed to learn? Because I was a student who asked many questions. The independence that I needed to get at times, of being able to take an assignment and do work on it by myself without so much support. I think that'll be really helpful in college, because you won't always have that one-on-one. And what I tended to do is I tended to use the one-on-one with teachers. So having the space where I needed to work by myself and to complete an assignment was good practice, and it was good practice for my future. The person that I will take with me and try and keep in contact over the years is Dr. Rollins, my math teacher. And that was just because math, as I said, math was a subject that I always struggled in. And I am so grateful for her and having taught me over the last couple years. And she's helped me so much. And not only that, but she's also made a few great jokes with me. We have a few inside jokes now. We all do it in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
And that reigns true to me, because I did not have a conventional high school years. I spent most of them missing a significant portion of the year. And I basically graduated doing 2 years combined, really, of at-school learning. So it's definitely, I got there. I made it. I had my moment, and I didn't do it in the conventional way always. But it's not always so important how you get there, so much as like when you get there, and then looking back at the challenges that you faced, and that they'll make you a better person. The most unique part about ISB is the true dedication to each and every student. In my particular experience, I actually got I call him my head of everything, Mr. McAvoy. And I got him because I was really struggling to keep up with my classes and receive information while I was away. And so he went on board, and he kept the communication with all of my teachers, all of the support staff. He kept all the medical updates, everything. And that is something, because unfortunately I've had health issues for several years. That is not something that any of my other schools did, where they would nurture the goals of one student so much and then push through to give me this moment at graduation that I'll never forget. The self-confidence in myself that I gained by my teachers always believing in me and showing me, and especially because I did a hard program. I did, mostly college level math and things like that. I think that I can do this. I am capable of doing this. And I think at my age, there's a lot of kids who feel, oh, I can't do this for this reason. And there's so many can'ts that when you're given that nurture and you're allowed to just grow and be able to do things and to be able to achieve things academically that you never thought you could, it means a lot. And it will, if you can do it now, then you can do it in your future. And my parents would always say, just you know what, we're proud of you no matter what. A number does not define your worth. And there's always, if the number isn't something that you wanted, then there's always a way to improve. And instead of looking at something as, oh, I'll just never be able to do it because it wasn't the grade that I wanted, you can look at it as, I know where I can go from here. I know how I can do better. And their mentality was a lot more on improving yourself and doing things for yourself, not because the person next to me got a better grade, not because my teachers wanted me to do more. And that mentality really helped me to push and say, you know, I'm doing the IB program in a different way. I did IB in courses, but I'm still getting there. And I can be proud of my accomplishment because it's my accomplishment. And it's different to other people's because it's mine. And it's something that I can be truly proud of.